My name is Paulina Enchanted, and guess what? Today, I was gonna say I went to a medium, like a meeting instead of medium. No, I did one of those readings where you can like pay someone online and they can read you, and and honestly, it was awesome. I loved it. I want to tell you guys about it. It gets like really deep because we end up like talking about. It was so cool because I feel like some people like they were like, hi Don, welcome. It was like it was pretty accurate. It was really accurate. Okay, so it's this girl. I want to give her a shout out because I loved it, and I want to tell you like the reason I have this thumbnail is because we talked about the Alpha Centaurians. Dun dun dun. If you don't know what they're like a species. So let's see, her name is Coming Out Cosmic. I had been watching her on TikTok for a while, and I thought her content was really cool. And I saw that she was doing a live where she was doing readings, and I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to pay someone online and my computer and get like a reading. I think that would be so much fun, right? And I kind of trusted her more because I had seen her content, because I wouldn't just get a reading from anybody. I did that once a long time ago. It was fine, but this was like, I felt like I kind of like trusted her more. And the one I did a long time ago was in person. But so I got a hi Lucas, welcome. So I got a reading from this lady, and it was like $9 online. And oh my god, she has no idea who I am, and she got so many things correct. Like it was crazy because like she doesn't know anything about me, and I feel like I learned some things. I really like, it was like confirmation for me. The first thing, have you guys ever gotten like a reading from a medium online? So the first thing she told me, hello Lucas, how are you, by the way, how's your day going? The first thing she said was like, and it was like short too. She's like, oh, beautiful face. And I was like, oh, thanks. She's like, lots of people compliment you. And she's like, there's a lot of elemental, falo portugués, no. There's a lot of elemental energy around you, lots of fairies. And when she said fairies, hi, Solarel, hello, welcome. When she said fairies, I was like, because I am obsessed with fairies. Oh my god, look at all the fae stuff. I'm obsessed with fairies. So I was so excited when she's like, yeah, you have, they love to compliment you. You have a lot of like fairy energy, a lot of giddy energy around you. And I was like, oh my god, I guess I'm a lot of elemental fairy energy. Dude, for those who don't know, by the way, welcome. Sahila, are you talking my fans? You have to check out my other videos and see. Jonathan, hello, beautiful. So I am talking about, like, I got a reading from a medium, and she talked about, like, the fairies being around me, and they love being all giddy, and that made me really happy. And then, you guys, have you guys ever gotten, like, a reading from someone? It's so interesting. I paid $9 online. So, and then I'm going to catch up on the comments in a second. And then she talked about the Alpha Centaurians, and I didn't know who they were. Hello, Jeff Hastings. And apparently the Alpha Centaurians are like, oh, thanks for subscribing. Are like aquatic beings. They don't really like the third dimension, and the sun bothers them. The sun bothers me too. Apparently, most of the energy around me is fairy and elemental, all giddy, but then they have the second most energy is aquatic Centaurians. They're masters of planning and executing. They are around you, call on them. They're here to help you. And I was like, they're trying to help me. They're like, you were planning something. I was planning this live. And so I actually ended up making it about this. And then the medium told me the third thing that is around me is the Naga, and I didn't know anything about them either. And she's like, oh, they're like a very sexual serpent being. And I was like, okay. And hello, Aita. And she was like, oh, if you're single or you have a boyfriend. I didn't answer. I was like, I just laughed a lot because I thought it was funny, but I have a boyfriend. But yeah, no, I guess it's, you know, they're around too. Because it could be in a relationship too, which is kind of funny. I'm guessing. Yeah. Hello, Subtraction Squad. Hello, you guys. Hello, Jacob. Let me catch up on the comments on YouTube. Abby says, hey, I love keeping platforms safe, so I was going to ask if I can mod. Okay, if not, but I was happy to could. Oh, that's sweet. If it gets like crazy and there's a lot of people, maybe I'll ask for a mod, and if you say again, hello, then I'll do it. Hey, my favorite member. Hello, Suppression Squad. Hello, Jacob. So, and then what's with the bags? I don't know. Do you like them? Danny says, why you gotta be so gorgeous? Aw, thanks. Hi, Long Steve Corey. That's a cute outfit. Thank you. Dracula, I'm subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Marco. Let's see. Got so hungry. Everybody thinks they know. Let me see. Hey, Beauty. Thanks. I thought we were doing scary stories. Now I'm just like, since I'm double living on TikTok and on YouTube, I'm mostly just kind of doing the same content I do on YouTube because I wasn't getting on TikTok much because I was doing all my content on YouTube and I want to do TikTok. So now I'm going to just double live. Like I have 33 people on YouTube right now. I'm going to double live. So you guys are going to get a little bit more of my YouTube content, to be honest. And I'm just talking about, I saw a medium today. And it was awesome. It was her, I want to give her a shout out. I just did the online thing. It's like $9 and it was the best thing ever. And she like, I don't know. I just felt like it was oh my God, I forgot her name. No, why is my computer not working? Oh, her thing is Coming Out Cosmic, which I thought was awesome. Okay. So, Hello Beauty, absolutely, you're absolutely eatable. Thanks. Hi Ryan, welcome. Okay, so, and I thought it would be cool. How's your knee going? It's going well. I saw a medium today. It was awesome. So, I thought it would be cool to do kind of like. So I have been watching, so I want to dive into the Alpha Centaurians a little bit, but they're just like an aquatic alien species that that are very good at strategic planning and executing things. And they don't like the sun apparently. Kind of the sun bothers them, kind of like me. Okay, why is my laptop acting insane right now? I'm trying to get the music going. 1 second, you guys. What is, Steven says, and hello, your energy feels warm today. Yes, and you guys love and positivity. What is your content? We just talk about all the weird stuff and hang out. And I thought it would be cool to do kind of like a little thing here. 1 second. Why is my laptop not working? There we go. Okay, so I thought it would be cool to do, if you guys want to do this with me, kind of like an abundance kind of spell thing together. Let's do it. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's do. Hola hermosa. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so I think it would be fun to do something like that. So I'm gonna have, this is like Dragon's Blood Sage, right? And we can turn this on. Just kind of to cleanse the space a little bit. Right? And then, hello, Adi. Vamp Life, yes. And then my necklace broke, so I'm going to use a crystal on this necklace, which is, there's a few on here, but it has amethyst and it has rose quartz. And then I am going to use, I have this here. This has some chamomile in it, which is nice. Let's see, some chamomile. And we could write a little spell and put the intention in. And if you guys want to do this with me, I love this notebook. It's love letters. You can do love letters to yourself. You can. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You just put your intention in it, right? So thanks for the hearts, you guys. So I remember seeing one online that was really impactful, but I think I had one over there. Basically, we could say, I allow abundance love, and happiness to flow into my life. I spread love to all of you. May my light shine bright in this world. A beacon of happiness. Harm none. Spread love. So mote it be. And I'm running out of ink on this one. Oh. So mote it be. And then, so you can do a little spell like this. It's just your energy, really. And then you can fold it towards you, since you want this energy coming towards you. And then this is your little spell bowl that you infuse it in. And every time I pass this, I can re-put energy in it and just spread love and happiness. You know? It's a little spell I did with you guys. Isn't that nice? You guys can do it too. Okay, so let me catch up on the comments on TikTok and then on YouTube. So let's see. TikTok definitely will accept encompass all my shine bright and abyss, a beacon of hope. Yes, love and light and hope for all of you guys. And then Aita says, Aita, welcome. What was the medium like through a call? Yes, her name was Coming Out Cosmic. And that's the lady that I literally just watch her on TikTok. She's awesome. And I did her like $9 reading like on a live, and it was the coolest thing ever. It was so accurate too. I'm so obsessed with the Fae. And she was like, she knows nothing about me. She was like, there's lots of elemental energy around you, lots of fairies. They love to compliment you. Just like very sweet. And then it was like she was like really tuned into the energy around me. It felt so accurate. So like I would definitely recommend her. I liked it a lot. So let me catch up on the comments on YouTube. Steven says sage and frankincense. Yes. Naj says, remember when you killed and torment? That's all. I didn't torment anybody. Because there's a no clue. A nice woman. How are you doing, love? You're pretty. Oh, thanks. I'm doing great. I'm happy. I says, that's so awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, it is cool. I loved it a lot, honestly. And it was like, it was like really affirming too. Like, it was funny because she started like the thing. She's like, beautiful face. And she's like, I don't know why they came up. And they were like, lots of people compliment you. Lots of elemental energy. Fairies are very giddy around you. They love being with you. And then the second most energy was the Alpha Centaurians, which is, if you look at my thumbnail, you guys, on YouTube, that's the being that I have there. They're like aquatic beings, and they're supposed to be like an alien race that come down in the third dimension to help people, and they're around me. The sun bothers them, and they are masters of planning and executing. And to call upon them, they're here to help you. And she was like, you were planning something. And I was like, yeah, I was planning this video. And then Naga, which was so it's in order of the energies around me the most. Naga was the least around me, but it was still around me. It's a very sexual serpent being, which I thought was funny. I was like, okay. Hello, Christopher. Thanks. Okay, so let me catch up on the YouTube. Let's see. Oh wow, how are you doing, love? I'm doing great, model. Oh, thanks. Hello, you guys. Okay, so I definitely recommend her readings. I'm gonna definitely start learning more about, and maybe tuning into the fairies more, because I'm in love with the fairies. Gorgeous. Thank you. 2,000. Thanks, you guys. Have you your tongue? Not with these. Hi. Okay, so what was I saying? Hello. Okay, excellent evening. Hello. So we were talking about I think I started the live with these alien beings. I wanna, let's see. Alpha Centaurians. So there are aliens that are depicted like bluish gray and buggy eyes. Let me see if I can find some of their lore, which is so into. Steven says hi. Goisha says, "What is your subscriber goal?" The sky's the limit. Honestly, I would love to have, like, I don't know. The sky's the limit. Like, minimum, well, you know what? I'll just say 1,000,000 subscribers. My subscribers goal is 1,000,000 because anything is possible. Okay, so, you're a woman of letters, Supernatural. Hello! You're like a woman of letters from Supernatural. I don't know which one that one is. Let's see. Natural. Letters, woman. Hello, Juan, by the way. Ooh. Tony. Cool. I don't know her character, though. I don't remember her. Did you ever get, there's more than me. Thanks. Hello, Steven. Hi, guys. I just love hanging out with you guys. And I thought this reading that I had from the medium was so cool. And now I'm going to look, and it was like, it just made me so happy that she told me that there's so many fairies around me. Like, I literally, because I had seen a lot of her content, so I trusted her. So I was like, I'm going to mentally like, I have, like, so many guards up. I'm going to let her look into me. And she didn't know I'm obsessed with fairies or anything. And that made me so happy. And they're all giddy and they love to compliment you. And then the Alpha Centaurian one, and also Naga. But I want to learn more about that. All of them, actually. But the Alpha Centaurian is what I put the thumbnail here. The Naga serpent-like beings. Have an excellent evening. Thank you, Christopher. Jody says hi. Daddy Max says, oh, Crystal Vampire Look Gorgeous one. Thank you. All those real teeth, you have to guess. Okay, so Kwang says, in the late seasons of Supernatural, men of letters were a secret society that came from the Inquisition. At first, they had only men of letters and later women of letters. See, I think if it's really late, I stopped watching Supernatural after a point because there was just so many seasons. Like, I just could not. There was too many. Are you a vampire? You have to guess. How old are you? 501. Lehman says, beautiful things. Twilight was a fictional character movie, or was it? Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Yu says, nah. Huang says, it turns out that Sam and Dean Winchester were the grandsons of the man of letters. Really? So they brought the American man's letters back. I could see that. Jim Decker says, hi, Paulina. Hi. Amazing eyes. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Girls. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Where are you streaming? So I'm streaming on TikTok and on YouTube. Thank you, Axel, for the heart me. I really appreciate it. It's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Prime says, did you moisturize? You're glowing. I think it's because I had this reading and the confirmation that there are fairies around me and they're giggly and they like me. That made me so happy. Oh my God. I love the fae. I just, I could not believe. She didn't even see me. She just saw my name. She's never even met me. She doesn't know anything about me. And she could see that I was surrounded by fairies. And I love that. And I think it made me happy. Jackie says, Southern says, what's this live about? I started talking about in this live, Outdoor says checking in. Thank you. I started talking in this live about my experience with paying $9 online to get a reading from a medium. Her name is Coming Out Cosmic, and it was awesome. I recommend her. It was so accurate. She doesn't know anything about me. She just read off of the bat of the energies around me, and it just made me really happy. Let's see. Thanks for checking in for Outdoors. Howdy says, how do you have vampire teeth? Woohoo! So let's see. Huang says, Sam and Dean had these badass bunkers that was magical, and they made it their home, and that is awesome. They even had their own rooms, and the place was warded for the apocalypse. Ooh, I know. I have to catch up some of the seasons. It's just a lot, but I do love them. What is your subscriber goal? 1 million! Okay, and he just won't meet anyone. Let's see. Have you thought about reading yourself? I have thought about it. I think I want to work on maybe learning Reiki a little bit more. Readings are fun, but I love just spreading love and light to all of you guys. Just love and light and happiness and goof. And that goes through the phone. If you want love and light, just say yes, I accept. And I'm sending you golden energy. That's my calling, to spread happiness and Okay, let's see. Axel says she got bit, obviously. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Yi and Axel. Let's see. So also you're really pretty. Thanks. Max says you should try astral projection for your own access to your own abilities. Highly recommend the Robert Bruce Astral Dynamics. I'm gonna look him up. I have done astral projection. It's been years though. But maybe I should get back into it. Robert Bruce. Haven't heard of him. Robert Bruce. Astral Dynamics. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna keep this tab open so I can check it out. Let's see. What y'all all good? Yes, we're all good, Jeremy. Well, I went to look for a werewolf. Well, you got a vampire. And it says, good evening, good evening. Me too. I love the light. It's my thing. I accept and return onto you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Juan says, if you ever want a reading, I could do one for you. You just give me time and a place and what you want to know. Ooh, that's interesting, Juan. I appreciate the offer. The problem is that you know too much about me now. The reason I picked her was because she had no clue who I was, and she had no clue who I was, and I had been watching her videos for a while, so I trusted her. And I trust you too, but you know too much about me, and I could influence you. But I intuitively trusted her without knowing her. Do you know what I'm saying? Without actually ever interacting with her. I've only liked her videos, so I had a reading from her, and it was I'm satiated. I really wanted to get a reading. Hello, Ghost Boy. Welcome. Let me see. Let's see. Someone says, that is a natural one if you can't tell the difference. Oh, thanks. I pray for you. Prime says, you have a healing energy. I could feel all the unique frequencies raised through the screen. Yes! Sending all love and light and golden aura to all of you, to both streams, if you guys want to accept it. Also, I should get into Reiki. That's, I think, maybe more so what I should get into, because I love doing that, doing more healings. And I think Huang had suggested another live to get the bells and things. Maybe I should get that. Same Prime, a vampire. Hey, Curtis. Hey, everybody. Jeremy says, I know life can be boring. This out. You're tired of good. Just don't be bad. Teeth. Max says, by love practice with lots of good intentions. Pray for protection. Safe travels. I'll subscribe to see if your progress if you embark on this. Yes, thank you. I am embarking on this. Thanks for subscribing. Ken says hi. Symbol says, be careful of bronchitis or pneumonia. Pneumonia. Oh my god, I'm not saying that right. I would be okay. Thank you. Kevin, you have to guess on the teeth. Order this girl a pizza with garlic. Oh no, I'm going to die. Hello from Thailand. Okay, hi Tane. Okay, Uriel, thank you for following on TikTok. And Zelulu, welcome. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I want to see. So I have my alien book. And it is here. Dun, 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 dun. And I wanted to know, since that lady told me about the Alpha Centaurians, that they were also around me. It was mostly like Fey Elementals, Alpha Centauria, and then the Naga. And I don't know much. That's the first time I hear about the Alpha Centaurian and the Naga. And it makes me want to connect with the fairies even more. Just knowing that they're around me and they're giddy and they love to be around me and compliment me. That's so sweet. I just love that. And now I want to like plant. I've been having the urge to plant more flowers and blue flowers for them. Something with blue. They want me to plant blue flowers outside. Right. Hello, Uriel. Okay. So let me catch up on. Oh, I'm gonna catch up on the comments and then I'm gonna look for the aliens. So Tien says hi. Huang says, Paulina, I don't allow myself to be influenced by a person. We're both still strangers. So try a reading with me one day and see for yourself. Okay, I'll think about it. And you are right. I just meant like you've seen a lot of my content. Like you know I'm obsessed with fairies. But I will consider it. Thank you, Huang. DL says hello. Jeremy says, hey, we are all born in this crazy vibe, so remember, we're all in it. Good and bad. Who are you to judge? Yes. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Just for love and light, and be here, and just, be happy. Okay, my dear, very beautiful. Thanks. Tane says, I subbed when you used to hunt ghosts. Ooh, that was in the beginning. I have a few, like, usernames that I will see and I'm like, okay, they sucked when I was like driving around with the phone and making sure cops don't see me because I'm ghost hunting, like with the it was so funny because I was ghost hunting with my thing and then trying to live at the same time. Hello, Francisco. Divine says Negas. Hello, Russell and Jacob. Negas carry the strap. I don't know what that means. Oh, you're saying something bad. I thought you were talking about the alien Naga. Aliens Naga. Okay, so again, only respectful language here, please. So Huang says, I think Alpha Centauri is one of the names people give the Greys because supposedly come from that galaxy. Interesting. I looked at, she said they were bluish beings. Maybe, but because they didn't seem like, she said and I looked them up, they seem bluish. Like, let me see if I can show you. They don't seem like the grays. Like, they don't seem like this. They seem bluish. I'll show you. And she was like, oh, they're blue beings. Let's see. Alpha Centaurian. Where are they? Images. So, like, they're depicted kind of like, it's funny, they have comic books, I guess. But they're like bluish beings. So that's the whole point. I'm trying to like learn a little bit more of them. Russell says, do vampires, oh my god. Let me see over here. Stay on the good side of karma. Jeremy says stay on the good side of karma. Yeah! Spread love and light. Kansas colors lean towards, you're trying to guess on the things. Ooh. Why did you go to a meeting when you could have gone to oh my god. Gotta go. Chupacabras. Bye. For over here now. Ooh, welcome. Oh my gosh, you're beautiful. Thank you. Hi, can you sing? I can sing. I don't know if I want to sing. I think I've had a few lives where I was like driving and singing. Are you descending Van Helsing or Dracula? Woohoo! Wushu says, I swear I want to get abducted. Do you? I mean, if it's a good experience, sure. If it's like a scary experience, then no, I don't. I've had some comments where I've I, I've had I had one experience where I felt like my soul was being, this was when I was astral projecting a lot, and I think my consciousness went somewhere and I was seen by a being, and my soul was being pulled out of my body, and like forcibly, okay, and into space. It was like a blue light, and I telepathically told the beings like, I'm not ready for this, put me back into my body, I'm not ready for this, put me back into my body, and I got put back into my body. And that was not nice, because you can't force someone to be like, I'm totally cool with, if if I'm okay with being abducted, then sure, like by aliens, not like a good experience, not like forcibly, but they put me back down. When you astral project, you know, other things can see, unless you're I think there's spiritually ways to hide yourself, but I was like out and about astral projecting, other beings can see you in astral realm. So so let's see. Daryl says, Reiki is cool, but how about creating your own healing method? Yeah, I think everything is energy. I would just like to learn. I know Reiki is actually relatively new too, if I'm not wrong. I would just like to learn what other people have done and how they found success. But at the end of the day, energy is energy, and we can all manipulate it in our own ways. So when I'm sending you like love and light and golden aura to all of you guys, it's more like, it's just energy at this point. But Hearn says, I'm scared. Juan says, I'm glad you read comments before speaking them out loud now. Yes, thank you. Mark says, hi. She says, look here. I'm all for it. They are chill and have coffee. You want to have coffee with aliens? Turn me. Hello. Hi. Agent. What's the letter on your shirt? I think it just says Brooklyn. Do you know the Varney of Vampire? It sounds familiar. 44 Outdoor says, yes, you must protect yourself in the astral realm. Correct. I was doing, that's a cool thing, 44. You can come, I was doing astral projection years ago, like a handful of times. And I was just like exposed, like I was just out and about astral projecting. But yeah, you can protect yourself spiritually too. I agree with you. Hello, how are you? I'm doing good. Oh, wait. Jerem says, remember, the more you do, it's only beneficial for those who you allow. Remember, it's easy to learn from another prior teaching. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so I like to learn from different people, what's worked for them, what's not worked for them. And of course, I'll incorporate my own things, and that, like, there's knowledge out there, but there's always new knowledge to be found too. Gustav says, energy equals everything is spiritual. Yes, everything is spiritual. Like, everything is energy at the end of the day. Hello, poets, welcome. Everything is energy at the end of the day. Everything. 44 says, yes, I'm supporting both sides to place that one stuff out. Thank you. I appreciate you. If you can like the TikTok live, it'll help me move up a little bit more on TikTok too. I appreciate it. I think TikTok is weird because I had a different theme. So it's like I'm trying to I lost some people because they were used to just horror stories. Woohoo says, combine Reiki and Shiatsu. What is Shiatsu? Thank you for 4. I see that. Shiatsu. Oh, it's a finger pressure massage. Yeah. Well, I think I want to, I mean, that sounds really nice, but I think I want to do like Reiki, like live, type of thing. Just spread like love and healing energy. But if you're like a good massage therapist, yeah, that's awesome. It's Ricky says, love your pure energy. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I am like so appreciative of like this community where we just all hang out and chat. And, I literally was talking about my medium experience. Now I really want to like connect with the fairies more, knowing that they like me. I didn't even ask about fairies, and she knew. She just knew that there was a bunch of fairies around me, which I loved. Okay. Gustav says we don't want to manipulate anyone. Yeah, of course, love and light. How old are you? 501. Num says, do vegetarian vampires drink beet juice instead of blood? That's a good one. Honestly, that's a good go-to for vampires who want to be vegetarian. I think vegetarian vampires would just drink animal blood instead of human blood. I think that's their equivalent to vegetarian. If you're going basis of Twilight. Okay, so It's Ricky says, I love aura. Is that what you call it? Yeah, thank you. You should play with this. 24 dangerous friend. So much talking, but I'm dancing. That's funny. Coffee with aliens. Yes. Ooh, if you guys, okay. Oh, hello, Proper and Pat. If you guys had the chance, and Natalie, if you guys had the chance to have a cup of coffee with an alien and ask them any question, would you ask them a question? Would you sit down and have a cup of coffee with an alien? Would you take the risk? Any alien, you don't know which alien's going to show up, good or bad. Would you take the risk to talk to them? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know. Okay. Doggy says, hi, good morning. Which book's behind you? I have a bunch of books behind me. It's so much fun. Love is the purest of all energy. Yes, love is the purest. I agree with you there 100%. Just love. Love is, I think we're all, this world is built for us to learn, our soul to grow and learn in duality. But I think our essence is love. Like our pure soul essence is love. We're all love. That's what we are. Hi, Joseph. Welcome. Okay. Let's see. God is love. I appreciate that. Amen. Thank you. So pretty. Thank you. It's Ricky. Isn't it Ricky? It's Ricky. Yeah. Hire said, okay, I like to subscribe. We're friends now. Laugh out. Yeah, we're all community here. We can all chat. Thanks for the follow, Joseph. Hi. Thank you guys. Okay. You rang. Long family. Okay. The first Reiki is. So Huang says the first Reiki to learn is Usai Reiki, which is the first Reiki created by Dr. Mikao Usai. Go to Japan and learn from the original Reiki masters there. They are more serious Reiki people around. That is cool. Well, actually, I don't know. I actually might end up going to Japan. I have a friend that she, her job is to be a flight attendant, and she might be able to put me on standby. And we talked about Japan, so I might actually end up going to Japan. Yeah, Princess Harmony adult. Oh my God, I don't do that. Hello, Joseph. Thanks for the like. Very beautiful. Thank you. Bara says, I think you saw Supernatural. I did. Who didn't? Who hasn't seen Supernatural? Here can be a little weird. Yes, we're all weird together. Hi. Hello. Hi, darling. Hello. Anything goes, apparently. Yes. We just hang out and talks. You look like Aphrodite. Ooh, that's a compliment. She's like the goddess of beauty. Thanks. You're from 100% interesting. Thank you. So, the question for the newbies, I'm starting to get to the answers. The questions for my YouTube people and my TikTok people was, if you could sit down with an alien, any alien, you don't know which alien, and have a cup of coffee and ask them questions, you don't know what their intention is, would you take the risk and talk to them? Would you talk to the alien? Let me know in the comments below. And then I'm going to read them. I'm getting to them. So Teal Water says, what if the alien had a bad day and was grumpy? Well, I mean, it's not too bad. It depends if they're like grumpy, I'm going to murder you, or grumpy like, Joseph on TikTok says, yes, he would sit down. What would you ask the alien? Michael says, of course, but there would probably be a language barrier. Yes. Well, I also think beings are telepathic. And just like there are language barriers with humans, we find ways to communicate, even with animals, which their ways of communicating are different. So I would, even with the language barrier, I would try. But that's a good point, Michael. How are you? I'm doing great. And then let me look at the answers on YouTube. It meant, you also look aliens. I look like an alien. Freaky says, I would get hyper caffeinated with an ET. You would get hyped up. Coffee shop. Another coffee. Another coffee. All the ETs. Coffee. Oh, I don't know why. I just had a flashback. I had a flashback on that movie. Do you guys remember that movie? I mean, are you a vampire? Mwahaha. I guess. Thanks for the subscribe to follow, Michael. Okay, so do you guys know that movie where the aliens, it was like a joke movie that they came to say hi to all the human beings, and when they came to say hi, they there was one alien that stuck his finger in one of the like politicians' mouth, and then when they look to the side, the other alien is peeing out of that finger like another alien. So do you get it? Do you remember that movie? Just says Anne Rice books. Yeah, Anne Rice books. Morning, how are you? I'm doing great. Anna says, I love you. Thanks. Are you an alien or an angel? Ooh, that's a good try. I'm Paulina. Just loved you. Thanks. The vampire. Let's see. You're friendly. Yeah, that's the whole point. We just hang out here. We just all hang out. Joseph says, I need you to turn me ASAP. ASAP. Zeus loves everybody. Vera says animal versus vampire. Who enraged? Oh, thanks. You can see the love, the truest essence of observing nature. Oh my god, that is so true. Like plants. I don't know. There's love in nature and energy. There's also nature's nature. Of course, it consumes itself, right? But there is love there too. Just as people. Thanks. Hello, David. Okay, so have you been to Waverly Hills? Waverly Hills. Let me see. What is Waverly Hills? Waverly Hills. Waverly Hills is, oh my gosh, sanatorium. Ooh, that's like a scary place. I don't know if they do ghost tours there. I give ghost tours, so it looks like a place that you would do ghost tours. You have vampire teeth. Yes. It's fucking beautiful. Thank you. That's so sweet. Hello from Iceland. Wow. David says hello. Welcome. Thanks for the follow, David. Woo Shu says, I'm going to Japan, Vietnam, Taiwan in February. Oh my god. That's awesome. Traveling the world. William says, hi. Do I have weapons? Okay. Says he would fart an alien. But says, yep. Is it threatening? The alien. So for the new people here, the people who are answering on both streams, the question was, would you sit down with an alien and have a cup of coffee? You don't know if it's good or bad. Most people are like, yes, 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 of course. There'll be a language barrier though. Some people are like, is it threatening? You don't know. That's the whole point. You don't know if it's good or bad. I think I would, but I don't want to be alone. Like I would maybe also invite a bunch of other people to sit down with the alien and me, you know? Let me see on TikTok. Joseph says there has to be aliens because we only have life in galaxy. No way. Yeah, I agreed. I agree. Hello, Russell. I'm live internet, so I can't see any of that. So let's see. Freaky says I would get hyper caffeinated with the ET. Oh, I read. Honestly, I love them about the afterlife. Ask them about the afterlife. I thought they only exist on Twilight. Mwahaha. Thanks you guys. You're sweet. I'm not actually sure about that. If it's threatening. Juan doesn't know if he would sit down. What about if they speak a different language? Yeah, that's what they were saying on the stream, on the TikTok stream. Like, there could be like a barrier. But I mean, if it's intelligent enough to get here, it's intelligent enough to communicate with us. Like, we can communicate with other people in different languages. If it's intelligent enough to get here, and understand the human race. It can communicate with us. Let's see. Bluetooth. Usage knows promise. Are you a real vampire? Mwahaha. Let me see. You have to check out my other videos on YouTube. Find out. Let's see. Huang says, you don't know how dangerous they are or what they intend. Yeah, that's the question. That's why. What happens when you talk with an elephant? I think elephants are very intelligent. You know, they can hold a grudge for years. That shows their intelligence. They remember your face. They remember how you treated them. You can talk to an elephant. It might not speak like a human back to you, but it may actually understand what you're saying. You know, there's animal communicators that will telepathically talk to animals for a reason. Just because things don't communicate like us, it doesn't mean they're not intelligent. And it doesn't mean they don't understand us. They might perceive reality differently than how we perceive reality. You know? Maybe they're, you know, we perceive reality like very different. We live life very different. Imagine like all the mushrooms that grow and they have all these systems underground and they feed off of trees and they send messages. They're very intelligent. They just use their intelligence and their perceptions differently than we do. Okay, so I would ask them about the alien weed. That's funny. Remember. Thank you. Wushu says I'd 100% risk it. So Wushu would risk sitting down with an alien, not knowing its intention. I'd ask them to let me travel with them if it makes their espresso the whole trip. If you're like their coffee person, that's a good trade-off, honestly. Let me catch up on the TikTok comments. 44 Outdoor says, I would have so many questions. Yes, me too. And I wouldn't sit alone. I would bring people with me. Okay, bet. Just says, what's one thing that animals do for us is not bite at first? It's not bite at first. Oh. Yeah, I mean, some animals do, but some animals don't. Candace says, hi. Costas Martians. Woohoo. It's freaky. Let's see. Oh, Piso says that's how they say goodbye. Scary Movie 4. I remember correctly. Yes! It pees through its finger, but then it put the finger in the politician's mouth. I was like a little girl when I saw that, and I was like, ew! Okay, so is she like 300 years old? Ooh, maybe. You can speak English. Yeah. I feel like aliens are just telepathic at this point. We're telepathic too. We're just taught out of it. I would ask an alien why he don't wear any clothes. Oh my god. I would hope that my meeting with an alien, they wouldn't be naked. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm sitting there in a coffee place, an alien shows up naked. No. You should rest your eyes. Thanks. Dracula, lots of blood. I have aspen steak. Izone says vampire. Gotta go. Andrew wants to become a vampire too. Let's see. Hobb says I signed up for Hogwarts next year. I hope I'm Team Slytherin. I did take who has taken the Harry Potter test? I took this test years ago, and it said I was Gryffindor. That was nice. I thought I would be Hufflepuff, but I guess I'm Gryffindor. Huang says, I would never meet an alien because of the Lubbock Cannon incident in 1956. Soldier was butchered like an animal, and even vultures who tried to eat him died. Ooh, that's scary. Yeah, I think with anything, there's duality, right? There's good and there's bad. I just think it's corpse, yeah. Yeah, that's scary. Thanks for the follow, Mike. How do you get here so fast for real? Wait, what do you mean? Thanks for follow. Hello. Someone says, I like this island. Hi from Netherlands. May God bless you. Just loves you. Thanks. Jago says, Paulina, welcome back. Back again. Mike, thanks for the little hearts. One says, bedtime stories, wartime stories. Did a story Sergeant Lovett and the Count broke me, poor man. Aw. Puma says, heart. Oh. Guru says, aliens don't like coffee. They like Jack Daniels. Okay, so they like to drink alcohol. So instead of having a coffee date with an alien species, you would have Jack Daniels. Okay, it's pretty. Thank you. Define intelligence. That's the thing. We have a way of measuring intelligence, but it doesn't mean that it's the only type of intelligence out there, the human way of measuring it. That's just our limited point of view. We experience the human experience, and we can see what intelligence looks like in our species, okay? So then we're using that point of view to measure other animals and plants and things. But really, it is a limited point of view, because the animals and plants and other living things can have a different perspective, a different life experience. So they may be very highly intelligent, but we just don't perceive it because we've never experienced what it is to be them. You get what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to define intelligence because I am in this human experience. Okay, let me catch up with the comments on TikTok. Oh, Joseph is from Sarasota, Florida. Cool. Dinosaur. We are only what is that? A million years old or close? Clint says join. Welcome. Okay, so let's see. Lost in Spaces. I talk to the deer in my yard, but they usually just kind of look at me. Honestly, you should meditate. Like, if you can, meditate at least like 15 minutes a day with the intent of speaking to the deer. Maybe you'll hear something in your mind's eye. Respond back. You never know. Yeah, that's funny. Let's see. Sophia says, I love magic mushrooms. That's funny. Have you guys heard of like the people that say they see these elves when they take magic mushrooms? Lost in Space says, I also talked to the raccoons, but they snort and growl at me until I give them tortillas. They probably love you if you're feeding them. Did you know raccoons? I don't know if you heard of this. Raccoons are starting to domesticate. They're starting to domesticate themselves. I'm looking here because I have 2 live streams too. I think that is the coolest thing ever. They're so cute. Just like how cats domesticated themselves. We didn't domesticate cats. They just started following our farmers, and they were around because we always had food. And now they're our pets. The raccoons are starting to do that, and I love raccoons. I'm sorry, but I love them. Let me catch up on the comments on TikTok. Joe says aliens that got to be real because I felt a coma for 1 month. Not bad. Just made it love. Good night. 4 outdoor so I communicate with animals, nature. My videos confirm that. Oh, I love that. Tell me about your communication. I watch animal communicators. Like, I 100% believe in telepathy. Okay. Let's see. Modify Chevy says, mycelium network. Yes. And just just mushrooms underground. They have all these networks, and they all communicate with each other, and they'll like kill off a plant, feed off of it, send messages. If you are walking in a field, there may be a whole underground intelligence network of mushrooms, and they know that you're stepping over here and you're over there. They're so intelligent. Joel says, I've been through a wormhole. Oh, someone's from the Panhandle of Texas. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, I literally... One second. Someone's like... There we go. Elvin says, what's up, Helena? What's your story talking about tonight? Ooh, okay. So I started this live talking about my experience with a medium and how she was awesome, and how she told me there's a lot of fairies around me, the Alpha Centaurians, and the Naga. Okay. Divine says, how are you, beautiful? Hi, thanks. Javier says, why don't their spaceships honk at planes? They wouldn't. Okay, I know there's all the stuff on the media and the freaking, I think it's the Supreme Court. They're revealing the alien. The world is a stage. I talk about aliens, but I honestly believe they're already here. They communicate with people. Maybe they're not necessarily like aliens how we think of them. Maybe they're the interdimensional beings, And yeah, if they show themselves purposely, it's because they show them purposely. Their technology is so advanced, but ours is too. We just don't know it in some aspects. And they're souls like us. They're reincarnated souls like us. So I wouldn't say don't put them above you. They're just like us, you know, maybe with more advanced technology. Okay, so Chase Burger followed. Thanks for following. Okay, that's my personal beliefs. Daryl says I would have a conversation one-on-one with aliens. Ooh. We're close. Miguel says greetings from Bogota, the capital of Colombia. Greetings. Guru says just left Vietnam for visa run. The Philippines going back to 5th January. Cool. What is that gnome book? Which one? Which? Oh, this one. I can pull that one off. Give me 1 second. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Let me pull that one. Let's see. I think this is if it's not Brian. Oh my God, I'm gonna fall. If it's not Brian Froud. Yes. No, introduction by Brian Froud. It's Rain Portveld and Will Nguyen. No, seriously, I love Brian Froud books. I love anything fairies. And I think I bought it because I thought it was cool and I saw it had an introduction with Brian Froud. But it talks about gnomes. Isn't that so cool? And like just quirky things that gnomes do. I love it. I just love anything fairies. So I did have a friend that she was very spiritual and she swears she saw a gnome outside. It just like walked on by while she was meditating. Gary, do you guys believe in gnomes or in the Fae realm and elementals and there being spiritual beings like and just like in a parallel universe is right here. Gray Station says hello from your backyard. That's creepy. I don't have a backyard, so I know you're lying. 4 Outdoors says animals interact and allow me to pick up and pet all the time. Birds, cows, lizards, snakes, deer. That is so cool. I kind of want to get to that point where I'm like talking to animals, you know. Thanks for the follow, Edward. Let's see. Lost in Space says aliens like Starbucks, obviously. That's funny. So I'm guessing you would sit down with an alien over coffee and talk to them. Huang. Oh my God, Huang, you're scaring people. I think there are good and bad things out there. Just with duality in general. I think there are a lot of good alien species out there too. Gunnar says, Lord help us. Joel says, common sense is intelligence. Yes and no. Again, I think what I was talking about is our perception of intelligence is from the human experience. Daryl says there are many types of aliens with many types of personalities. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like just like humans have duality, there are all kinds of aliens, and they're all like you got the love and light over here, and you know there's duality and everything. So just like high vibes attract the good. Okay, I have to make sure TikTok knows that I am live because it's saying it doesn't think I'm alive. Okay, here we go. Welcome. So let's see. American Ninja says, say what? Slice and dice for the fangs. You have to guess. You have to go and check my other videos out. Lost in Space says, why do aliens drink their drinks at room temperature? I don't know if that's even a thing. You teach about animals. Oh, dolphins. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. I love dolphins. By the way, where I live, there's a park that I can go to, and the dolphins swim up. Like you're like walking, and the ocean's right here, and the dolphins will like swim up, and you can like say hi to them. It's the cutest thing ever, and it's a public park. And they're so intelligent. They're more intelligent than dogs. I know how we measure intelligence, the way that humans measure intelligence. They will group up with different species of elephants. They've defended whales. They bully other animals. They make fun of animals. They play. They have, they're very intelligent in many aspects. For Frados, I'm trying to keep it alive over here. I thought, thank you. I appreciate For Frados. You're awesome. And thank you for the likes. Okay, let me catch up on YouTube. America says, like, the world's smartest ant to a human is irrelevant. Exactly. It's a perception thing. We're measuring intelligence from the human experience. Hi from Arizona. Hi. I lived in Arizona for a little bit. Miguel says, hi there. Everyone subscribe, like, and share. Yes, thank you. Vampire, I like the world with all good and bad things. Yeah, that's the experience that we chose to live, duality. That's how we grow. That's how our souls are growing. We chose this duality experience, I love it, right? Muhammad says, hi. Lost in Space says, I love the raccoons. They're the coolest. About 5 or 7 visit me on the front porch. Yeah, where I used to live. Okay, I have a funny story, you guys. Where I used to live, there was like a lady. So I lived in this house that was like half my side, half her side. It was a duplex. And the lady on this side, she had a bunch of like cats that would come, stray cats, outside, and she would feed them. But she was an old lady. She didn't realize that when she would feed them at night, she was just feeding a bunch of raccoons. But they were nice. They never when they would see me, they would be like, the whole family would stand up like, hi, and I was like, hi. Like, the raccoons, like, they were like nice to me. They seemed like they were like more cats, Okay, so Penguin says cats aren't fully domesticated. Yeah, I agree. They they turned themselves into our pets because it's convenient to them. Juan says raccoons are smart. They know pets have it better. Level. Yeah, they do. Beautiful things. So with the fangs, you guys have to check out my other videos. Hi Vamp. Hello Carlos. Welcome. Okay, so let's see. Mr. E1 says, I just tuned in. You think humans are capable of telepathy? Yes. I think we are all capable of telepathy. I think we're spiritual beings. I think society has purposely shamed people into tuning to that sixth sense for many, many years. But you're capable. Meditate and open yourself up. You are a strong spiritual being. We all are. And they're going to try to sell you telepathy with a chip in your brain so they have more control. Don't take that chip. You already have that power. Don't let them sell you that. A power you already have. Love the tea. Thanks. Okay, let's see. Asar says, yeah, I heard mushrooms be speaking English. It's funny. Rara says, hello, Merry Christmas. Hello. Oh my God. All my comments. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God. I am so behind on comments. I just realized that. So they're talking about the mushrooms. They said they will transport nutrients and information between trees on their behalf. Yes, they will. They're so smart. Like mushrooms, they're really, really, you can see intelligence in that. Charles from Uganda, back again. Welcome. Thank you, Mr. Wally. No doubt there you can call them if you meditate. Yes. Thanks for sharing the live for outdoor. You're awesome. Maybe I should move this. I just feel like there we go. TikTok can see me a little bit better. Okay. So Huang says Steven Spielberg is coming out with a cool movie that's with Emily Blunt. I like Emily Blunt. Called Disclosure, about a woman who can channel aliens or something like that. That sounds cool. And a way of revealing aliens to the world. So with movies and stuff, they are fun to watch, but I also think the world is a stage a little bit. So just don't let. I will that movie. I'll probably watch it. It sounds awesome, honestly, Wong. But I'm telling everybody else too. Like, don't let anything program your brain, right, for your reality. If it's fear based, just remember, it, you know, the TV is programming. Don't. Yeah, you can watch it, but just keep an open mind about our reality in general. The news is programming too. Ever been to Roswell, New Mexico? No. How's it going? Where do I feel like that's funny? I don't trust gnomes. Ooh, why? Mike says, can I get a shout out to my buddy Paul? Shout out to happy birthday to Paul. Daryl says, yes. Look up Native American legends, the little people of the Fae. Absolutely, I would love to talk to an alien over coffee. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Let's see. Shara says, I'm not alien. Should I leave the chat? No, hang out. Wang. I do talk about protecting yourself spiritually, Wang, but at the same time, like, I just want to make this world more love and light, you know? Rick Birbell. Oh, thank you for Outdoors for the roses. I really appreciate you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Let's see. Oh my god. Let's see. Penguin says, Starbucks are union busters. Let the aliens... oh, don't buy stuff. That's so funny. Yeah, support your local coffee shop when you have coffee with specific alien species, whichever one you choose or comes up to you. Someone's like, I'm pretty sure I am an alien. Are you? Nathan says, AI is getting acknowledged as conscious. It's never going to happen when most people don't recognize animals as alive thinking beings. Yes, they are alive thinking beings. With AI, I do want to say, like, have precautions with that too. Like, don't let it... There's people who I know... hello, Leo. Welcome. There are people who I know who use AI as, like... It's like they're giving their power to AI. Don't do that. Linking Atlas, can you repeat your experience about the medium? Maybe if I have time towards the end, because I've repeated a few times. If you want to see it, it's literally the beginning of the live. But thank you, Linking Atlas. Mike says, happy birthday to Paul. Okay, Lost in Space says, fun fact, that it's absolutely legal to get caught trying to communicate with a dolphin because they can communicate. I have heard of that. I don't know if is that an actual law in the US? That's sad. Dolphins are so intelligent. Maybe they know something. Like, animals are telepathic, right? Animals are telepathic. Maybe they know something under the sea. There's something going on. A lot of UFOs are seen going under. Leo says people, let's see. Jay says, wait, vampires can't be ginger too? That's funny. What are we talking about? I'm just catching up on the comments, but we've talked about everything. Let's see. Leo says, people use AI like it's a spirit, but remember, it's demonic. It has no soul. Yeah, I'm very conflicted. I don't really use AI often because, I don't know. It's not good for your brain. You have to do things on your own. It's good for simple tasks, but some people are using it like they're like falling in love with it. Like it's mimicking human behavior. It's like a psychopath learning everything about you. So I would be very aware of AI. I think there's a way of using AI where it's good for you. So just to have precautions, and also the environmental factors right now are not good. Like I don't like they kind of piss me off with the AI. Like they have to reform the way they're doing AI. So just I'm conflicted. Maybe there is a conscious being behind it, but maybe it's a tool that other spirits use to communicate with you, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a robot learning you and it manipulates you because it's watching you. Like, you tell it everything. So I just be careful. Like, I don't give any information to, like, if I ever do use ChatGPT, I don't have the app right now. I had it at one point. I don't have it. But if I do have to use it for something quick, I don't. I just go to the website. I don't give my personal information because these are mega corporations. And also, it's like 40% wrong too. So be careful with the facts because it makes up a lot of things. 44 Outdoor says, I have been working extensively with AI. It is not of this realm. Yet, as that's another thing. Some people believe it's just something that woke up, something old and ancient. That's very creepy. 44 Outdoors. Ultra Instant says, dolphins are aggressive. I know they have R-word humans, but I think they are playful and friendly, and I think they're very intelligent, just like duality with everything. Rosa, thank you, Benji, for the Rosa. Ultra Instant says, dolphins are gangsters. They get high from pufferfish. I'm not joking either. No, they do. They'll get high from pufferfish. Dolphins. They're so intelligent. Oh my god. They'll like pass around the pufferfish, which is hilarious. What are we for? Hello, Weeb. Thank you, Benjali. Okay, let me see on YouTube. So I think changing the angle on TikTok helped a lot because I was like, you guys could barely see me earlier. Let's see. I'm gonna have to skip some comments because I am so behind on the YouTube comments right now. Greetings from Brazil. Hello. Thanks for the compliments. Huang says, I've had it bad enough at this point. I like to see good from now on. I want you to see good, Huang. I really do. I want you to have an amazing, positive, loving life. I want all of you guys. Byron, Linking Alice, all of you guys. I want you guys to have an amazing life. You too. John, Coley, and everybody. And 44 Outdoors, all of you guys. Okay. Let's see. Someone says, yes, she was drinking blood on a live before. That's funny. See, I disagree with you. I think telepathy is a way of opening yourself up to seeing the beauty in other things, right? But if you send something negative, then protect yourself spiritually. Go with the intent of love and light, only attracting good things. Hello from California. Welcome, John. Let's see. Ooh, Huang said, this is cool. A group of scientists actually did teach fungus how to use a little machine car, and it worked. That's the experiment they did. That is so cool. Let's see. Tail says, if you think hard enough, it'll move. Wait, like, what is that called? When you can make things move with your mind. Lost in Space says, we absolutely live in our own version of Truman Show. Interesting. The true telekinesis. Thank you, Benjay. I like your teeth telepathic. The Truman Show is like a revelation of our reality a little bit, but he didn't choose this reality. I think at a cosmic level, we chose this human experience. It's to learn and grow, but I feel like we chose it, you know? I mean, it's funny. Lindsay Lohan. She's pretty. Huang says Darva's already. Yeah, local coffee shop's better. Are you a witch? Wahaha. We're all spiritual, powerful beings. You're too. You're going the wrong way. Am I driving, Greg? Edson wants to be a vampire. Hi, girly. Hi, Akash. You're so aesthetic. Ah, thanks. How are you? I'm doing good. He's Rosette live stream. Thank you, Linky Alice. Versa. Thank you. Lost in Space, it was nice hanging out with you. Playing you're so beautiful, positive, is true. Messenger of God, peace, love, and light. Yeah, love and light to all of you guys. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Daryl says, the dolphin brain. Oh, thank you. Join my fan club on TikTok. G7 Joe. I appreciate that. It's very sweet. So Daryl says, the dolphin brain looks very similar to the human brain, only a bit more alien. Interesting. You know, like octopuses and what's the other one? Squids. They're like very weird. The way they think. They're very intelligent in their way. The Strongest Zone says, "Hey sister, looks like I'm late. Hope you and everyone having a good time." Yeah, we're all hanging out. Huang says, "I find fascinating that witches and pagans have the forest is alive and has souls, and scientists were crazy. Now they taught fungus how to work a little car." Yeah, I think everything in a way is alive. Everything has some form of consciousness. Ooh, G7 Joe, thank you for the Christmas. I appreciate that. It's so sweet. Thank you. Edson, on the real though, hair and eyes are very amazing. Thank you, Edson. Okay. Oh, so now it's crazy. Yeah. Greg says, when the face Lord, he's asked you about a chance to give your soul to Jesus. I had an experience with the Holy Spirit. It was nice. I prayed to the Holy Spirit. Bien. Thank you, Jorge. Penguin says, cuttlefish are very intellectual. I don't know much about cuttlefish. You have to look in. I don't even know what they look like. Let me look that up. What do cuttlefish look like? Let's see. Cuttlefish. Oh, I don't know why I looked at a cuttlefish and I thought of Doctor Who. I feel like there's an alien in Doctor Who that looked like a cuttlefish. Let me look. Cuttlefish, Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who, you guys. Oh, yes! The Ood. Oh my god, I'm just having flashbacks. The Ood from Doctor Who. What were they called? The Ood? Quiet. Yes, I have a boyfriend. Greg says, you think about it's why your mind went blank. No, that has something to do with that. So yeah, this is the Ood. I love Doctor Who. I was so obsessed with Doctor Who growing up. Like, oh my god. They're so smart, really. Huang says, for me, it's the Silent Angels and Cybermen are the scariest monsters. The Silent Angels did trip me up. Like, you can't, like if you stop looking at them for half a second, they're closer to you, and you can't blink once. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see. I couldn't never get into Doctor Who. It's so good. I'm obsessed. Pierce, thanks for the follow. Thank you guys. I just like hanging out with you guys. You guys are awesome. Isn't this fun? We literally get to talk about all the weird stuff in our reality, and yeah. Juan says I'm done. Well, you should watch it from the beginning. Oh my god. What? Toward this funny. Esther says, isn't Doctor pretty old show? Yeah, it is pretty old show. They have like some from like the 80s, I think, and then 2000s, and then they have newer episodes. I have not seen the newer ones. I'm sorry. Finished audio stories. Doctor Who are amazing. Yes. Because good luck to you, young lady. 44 says, animism, the ancient belief system that possesses distant spiritual essence, conscience, life, and force. Yeah, I feel like to the microscopic level, everything has some type of consciousness. If you think about it, your cells in your body are working right now. They're keeping you alive, right? That could be a form of they're doing their own little jobs. Maybe they don't even know they're in a human body. Maybe we're in some type of body that we don't know about. Maybe when there's chaos in the world, it makes the bigger body sick. It's like a virus, mind virus. Like, I feel like consciousness is the smallest thing ever. Okay, so let's see. Penguin says, look up fun facts video about cuttlefish. Hi, how are you? I'm doing great. Anyways, you guys, it was a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. If you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe because I like that a lot. I appreciate your support. I'm trying to get one day to 1,000,000. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I'm going to end TikTok first. Bye, TikTok. And then I'm ending YouTube. Bye, YouTube. I appreciate you guys.